So let's look at a typical fact pattern in an undue influence trust litigation case. Delta is born in 1928 in California. Delta marries Bo in 1950. Delta and Bo have two children, Ava, born in 1956, and Becky, born in 1958. Delta and Bo sign a will in 1990 that leaves each of their estate to the other. Bo dies in 2000. In early 2001, Delta hires Perry to prepare a new trust for her. Perry prepares a revocable living trust for Delta, with Delta as the trustor, trustee, and sole beneficiary during her lifetime. Trust assets are to be split between Delta's children in equal shares at her death. Ava is the first successor trustee, and Becky is the second. Delta conveys her Moraga home, her bank, and securities accounts into her trust. Delta receives Social Security benefits and AT&T pension and interest on savings and dividends from securities. In 2010, Delta is treated for high blood pressure. Ava and Becky notice Delta is having trouble keeping a meaningful conversation going. Delta cannot remember recent previous conversations. Ava and Becky have Christmas with Delta in 2013. Delta is unable to recall her grandchildren's names. Delta repeats questions during any conversation. Delta is losing her short-term memory. Delta's bills are piling up and her banking statements go unopened. Soon after Christmas of 2013, Ava drives Delta to the office of Delta's primary care physician for her annual checkup. The doctor's report documents the following history. PT with dementia. PT has lots of stress as she can no longer drive or shop without assistance. PT is asking for anti-anxiety medication. PT reports weakness, dizziness, and recurrent falls. Ava and Becky decide to hire a caretaker named Sheila for Delta. Sheila moves in with Delta. Delta is reliant on Sheila for her care. Sheila cuts off Delta's phone communications with Ava and Becky. Sheila convinces Delta to transfer the Moraga house to Sheila. Delta adds Sheila to her bank accounts. Delta goes to attorney Fletcher with Delta to amend her trust to make Sheila the trustee and sole beneficiary. Fletcher prepares the documents and they're signed by Delta. Delta dies 2 months after the amendment. Ava and Becky learn of the changes. Fletcher, hired by Sheila, sends a notice to Ava and Becky that recites, "You may not bring an action to contest the trust more than 120 days from the date this notification by the trustee is served upon you, or 60 days from the date on which a copy of the terms of the trust is mailed or personally delivered to you during that 120-day period, whichever is later." Ava and Becky meet with Hackard Law. We get to work. Thank you.